So hello, welcome back to our channel. So let's start in the Kubernetes series. In the DevOps series, we have completed almost Linux part lastly. So we have already started K8s Kubernetes, which is like two lecture has been uploaded. Uh, Please, if you have not watched those videos, please watch those videos. Then only come to this. Then you will understand more in clear way. So basically, today we are going to learn about Kubernetes objects. What is Kubernetes object and why these are called as object and why we are using manifest file. What is manifest file? These things we will be looking into it. So first thing, let's check like what is manifest file. So I have prepared this PPT. So I'll share you this in the description. You can just give the email ID and you can just access this file. So yeah, what is the manifest file is? So manifest files are YAML or JSON files. So YAML and JSON is a format to write some commands. So it is not a programming, you can say. It is just a command thing. You can write like key value pair. In key value pair, you can write it. So that describe the desired states of Kubernetes objects, such as pod, service, deployments. These things I'll tell you what is this pod, service, and deployments. These files are used to create, update, or delete resources in K8s cluster. So basically, what we were doing now, we can do like if you have created something, if you call is like if you have created pod and you have to destroy it, or you want to create new pod or something. So what we can do, we can do by using command also. You can do by using interface as well. But the problem is what, that should be documented. The details should be documented so that if later a point time same thing if you want to do with the different name, then this file will be very helpful. Just run this file and it will be automatically everything will be created. So by using command and all, like every time you have to write and all. So if you are using this manifest file, it is very like helpful when you are using like different, if you want to use into different format. So YAML is you can write like you can give the any name, like suppose any pod I'm giving dot YML. Also you can give the extension for anything test dot YAML. Also you can give the extension. Both are same. There is no difference. This both is YAML file. So if you're giving this and it is understandable. So then coming to this Kubernetes object. What is Kubernetes object actually? The Kubernetes platform contains control over the resource related to storage and compute. So you have to look these two words, compute and storage. So what we are doing, Kubernetes already we know we are using for orchestration purpose. So for these Kubernetes, these controls over the resources related to storage and compute. Compute means if you want to increase the like what you can say is application availability. If you want to decrease the availability, if you want to storage, like if you want to store more things, more applications and all. So these this is the about. So these resources are regarded as object and it contains 8 key objects. So yeah, the Kubernetes platform contains control over the resources related to storage and compute, and these resources are regarded as object. Okay, understand. So first object we I have listed as ports, which we already discussed. So what is port? Pod is the smallest unit of a cluster. Executable unit of a cluster. Executable unit of cluster. Okay. So pod, I have already explained like when where a pod will be. So there will be cluster, and inside that there will be node. Okay, and inside that there will be you can say is pod. Okay, pod. Okay, there will be pod, and there will be you can say container. Then our application comes into picture inside this. So then application is there. Okay, so this is the picture. So pod is the smallest executable unit of cluster. See, this is, we cannot execute the container. We cannot execute the node. We are just fetching the details regarding pod. Okay. So this is the pod. What is replica set? So I'll tell you what is the replica set is. So replica, there is two things: replica set and replication controller. This is nothing but you can say duplicate, making application duplication of our pod. Okay, just in simple language. This is not actually documented one, but yeah, you for understanding purpose, I am telling you duplication of our ports is nothing but the replica set. So okay, what is replication controller? What is replication controller is it will replication control will create it has control over the, okay, what it is doing, it is just duplicating anything. If you will be having pod, no, it will just keep duplicating, okay. But what is replica set is, if suppose we have two kind replica set is same kind of pod will be duplicating. I'm putting in simply simple language so that you will understand better way. So replication controller is, it will duplicating, just it doesn't matter like which app it is going to duplicate. Suppose I'll explain you. Suppose we have like two application Java to port related to Node.js. Okay, so this is Java and this is Node.js. Okay, so what it will do, replication controller node just duplicate it. Suppose this Java port is down, it may duplicate node only. So in this place, at some time there might be only possibility that we have only uh, this duplication of like node only. We have node, both the port is available with the node. Java has completely got down. So that's why comes into picture replica set. In replica set, we will define when Java gets deactivated, then Java application only should be up, not the node one. So this is the difference between them. So yeah, regarding this replica set. Now for deployment is nothing but it will create revision so that new version or deploy application should not get down for a second also. Understanding? For deployment is create a revision. Revision is what? Revision is a nothing but suppose what is this used for actually? This is used for, you can say deployment is used so that every if new feature is added, suppose new feature is added, and if your new feature or your application is added, you have to make it live, right? So you cannot do old features completely down, like old application should not be completely down. Meanwhile new features should be added while old features will be up as well. Why so? Because see, if you are making application down for a second also, so that is not a feasible way, right? So this is old application which is running, but I have like I have just made some new features, and I just want to uh, create those features. I want to those features to be live, so I cannot do this old one down and new feature we will be adding. It is not like that. So what we are doing, we are just using deployment object, okay, so that that new features whatever we are just adding, so what it will do, no, revision means creating a new what you call is new set, okay, you can say, okay. So I have made this feature more features application, then this is also up, okay. Meantime this is also up. So when this will be up, this will be automatically down, so new features will be, they will be now looking into the what happened, we don't like didn't we have not got any what you call is delay, any second with a second, we don't got any what do you call uh, like application down. So this new feature application is up also, and the old one is down. So this is what for deployment. If your new feature is added, then we want to go live. So it will create revision. Revision as in this is also up and this is also up, but this is also into the picture. But when it will be completely up, then it is completely down. Notice like old version will be down and new features will be up. So this is what for. And services we are using for, we have deployed, okay, three port. These three port having three different IPs, not possible to access app with three different ID, right? So you have suppose you have just deployed three application, okay, three application you have deployed, but the problem is what you can, these three it will be having IP address, it will be having IP address. So we need one common IP address, okay. So we need one common IP address which is we need to access from outside. So what we can do, we can we this is service used for this purpose. Okay, so service create one common IP. It creates one common IP so that we can access for all the port, all the related queries. Create common IPs and what you call is and access which we can access the application, and one cluster IP also created which talks internally. Okay, so what happens now if you have like you got the common IP and you can access the application, but there should be internal communication as well. So what service is doing, it is common IP, it is for accessing external, okay. It is creating common IP for accessing external, but at the same time it is creating cluster IP which is internally communicating. Okay, so understanding. So yeah, so volume is nothing but it is what you call is just for storage purpose. New we can create our own volume or something. Namespace is nothing but we can uh, differentiate our what you call is uh, this thing. Namespace like default namespace will be there. If you want to make like test environment, staging environment, development environment, so these to differentiate these we need this namespace. On config secrets are used for like using pass like if you are using password and all, or secret something you cannot publish in public, right? So we need to separately create secret and use that password and something which is secret detail. And config maps, config maps we have for what you call config maps is used for uh, like to get the data from another pod. Okay, so it is an API object that allows you to store data as a key value pair. Images pods can use config maps as config files. Okay, so config mesh allows you to decouple environment specific configuration. Yeah, this is the point. So it is allows you to decouple environment specific configuration. Suppose if you are using some configuration which is needs to be applicable to dev environment, but config maps if you are putting in file, so it is will be common to all dev whatever it is. So these are the stateful set and daemon set. I'll be explain later. But for manifest file, let's check what is. Yeah. So to create the manifest files, we require these fields. So we will be writing API version, which version of the Kubernetes API you are using to create this object, and we are writing kind. What kind of object you want to create? Metadata. Data that helps uniquely identify the object, including a name, string, UID, and optional namespace. A specification what state you desire for the object. These three fields are always mandatory, and I'll show you one YAML file. So where how we are writing YAML file. Okay, so let's where is the YAML file? Okay, video make it is going long. So I'll show you what where is the YAML file, like how it looks. So let's go for AWS DevOps, yes, Kubernetes. Yeah. So basically, this is the YAML file. Pod definition. Where is the first one? Yeah. So you just install VS Code and you can see clear vision. So indentation is there should be perfect indentation. So we are using API version. If V1 we are giving and kind we are giving pod. Here is the object name we are giving. Okay. So whatever, if you want to create service, just give the service. If you want to create deployment, give the name as kind as deployment. Then metadata. Metadata is mandatory, like we are giving a specific name and all. A specification in a specification we are giving containers details and more details regarding. So I'll tell you what are the details next will be. So these are the basic fields. So that I show you, and that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe the channel if you like the video, if it is helpful for you, and please comment what is the like where we are lagging. So I have started newly this YouTube channel, and I started uh, like few days ago. So yeah, there will be many like consequence pros and cons. So please let me know in the comments. Sure, thank you.